Hey, so last week we were talking about living your best life and working on that and trying to make changes so that you are living your best life. And this week I want to talk about what matters most to you. What are your priorities in life? And I think that, what matters most to you now may not be what mattered most to you 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And my example for that is, if you're a college student, for example, then education is what you're focusing on right now. That's your priority. If you have children, maybe you're working really hard to provide a nice home for your kids, a safe car, whatever. Maybe someone recently passed away and you really want to focus on your health. I know that's something for me. I'm 45 years old now, and I really want to focus on my health because I'm a little older mom, and I want to be there for my kids, and I want to see my grandkids. For some of you, it's your career, and I think that when you have a career, when you're focusing on a career, and you're juggling career and family, it's really hard, and it can get very overwhelming. And a lot of times it feels like something's got to give, and something will give. If you focus primarily on your career, your family's going to suffer. If you focus primarily on your family, your career's going to suffer. And so we have to work really hard to find balance in our lives and to make serious priorities and drop the things out that are not important to us. Matthew 6:33 says, "The thing you should want most is God's kingdom and doing what God wants. Then all these other things you need will be given to you." And the song that I want you to listen to is called "Nobody" by Casting Crowns. "'Cause I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody all about somebody who saved my soul." That's part of the chorus, and I love that. I think that the point in these things is that always put God first, and then other things will fall into line. But I still think it's important that we really prioritize our lives and make sure we're focusing on our top priorities first. I want to read to you a quote by Barbara Brown Taylor. It says, "I have a number of different callings, and I think it's possible to be called away from things I have been called to in the past. There are goodbyes as well as hellos in our callings, because a calling doesn't have to be for a lifetime." So I like that, because I think that maybe you've been doing something for a really long time and you have felt like you have to do that, and maybe other parts of your life that are important to you have been suffering because of that. Then maybe it's time to readjust, change. This is something I'm doing in my life, and I'm finding my calling in other ways. There are other areas that I'm focusing on as far as dance goes, and definitely in my spiritual life. I hope this helps you. I hope it speaks to you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Love you guys.